I signed in Aris end of August, but in May I was in holiday here. For me, it was an amazing coincidence actually, because I was here in May on holiday. I loved it. And 3 months after, I get offer from Cyprus. I want to show that I can do it. I wanted to stay in Cyprus. I needed games. We had season like Paralymni, and we receive a lot of goals. We lose all the games. Me, next season, I'm dead. I cannot come back to Aris. It will be difficult to find another club, but I bet on myself. I bet on the team. I spoke with some guys who were here, and we decided it's the best option for me, and we believed in us that we're going to stay and we're going to do our job.
Remember the feelings before the penalty. It was 95 minutes after 9 consecutive losses, and it's basically the final chance to
stay. In my head was like now or never. I said to myself, I'm gonna save it now, because if I don't save it now, the season is lost. You know, at this moment, you are the hero of the club. You did something for them, and in the end, it turned out it was the thing to stay in the league.
Mislav, welcome to the podcast. It's very, very good to have you. Thank you for accepting the invitation. Tell us a few things about yourself for an introduction.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for having me. I'm Mislav, as you know. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Croatia. I started my professional career in Ντιναμό Ζάγκρεμπ. I spent all my academy years there for 13 years. And I was playing for the second team as well and training with the first team for many years. Then I moved 1 year to Rijeka, the second best team in Croatia. And after that, I signed with Άρη Λεμεσού and came to Krasava on loan.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your how you came to Cyprus, who came in contact with you, and what made you decide that you are going to make this step of moving out of Croatia, which is your home country, when you were playing in very good teams in the academies, in Ντιναμό Ζάγκρεμπ and Rijeka, very well known, and make this step and come to Cyprus?
Yeah, it was a bit of a difficult decision for me, to be honest, but Aris came to me. They spoke with my agent when I was in Rijeka. They came with a good project for me at that moment, because they had amazing facilities. They just became champion of Cyprus, so they were playing Champions League qualifiers as well. They saw potential in me and they presented it in that way. So after a small discussion with my family, with my agent, we decided at the moment that was the best option for me.
Okay. How old were you at the time?
I was 20, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah,
20 years old. So after you basically became adult, after 2 years, you had to move to another place. What was your first impression of the island of Cyprus? Just in general.
For me, it was amazing. I loved Cyprus at the first time I saw it, because I signed in Aris end of August, but in May I was in holiday here.
Okay, so 1 month.
For me, it was an amazing coincidence actually, because I was here in May on holiday. I loved it, and 3 months after, I get offer from Cyprus. And I was thinking like maybe this is a sign. I liked it so much. I could see myself living there. So this also affected my decision.
Okay. What did you know about the championship in general?
To be completely honest, before I came to Cyprus, I knew about Apoel and Omonia. This was the only thing I knew. I didn't follow the Cyprus championship a lot, but as soon as I came here, I started to train here, I started to play here. I saw the level of the facilities, of the players, of the coaches. Even the fans from most of the teams are very good, to be honest. So I was really surprised.
Sorry to interrupt you, but what is your impression of fans, of the fans in Cyprus, in comparison to, because I know they have very warm fans as well in Croatia, especially.
You know, the thing in Croatia, it's the top 2-3 teams who have amazing fans. It's full stadiums. It's you have hooligans as well, of course. But here, even the teams that are, let's say, okay, Anorthosis and IL, they are very big teams. But this year they were fighting for relegation. They were in the second group. The stadiums were full. You know, we played against Anorthosis 2 weeks ago. We played for nothing, both of us. Basically, they make almost full stadium. So for me, this is a really nice experience.
Yes, basically the fans in Cyprus are very close to their teams. Yeah. So even if they have their failure season or something like this,
it doesn't matter for them. They still support. This is important for the players, for the mentality.
Was it difficult for you to leave Croatia at that point in time?
Yeah, okay. I was very young at the time. I was already living 1 year alone in Croatia, in another city from my family. So I kind of got used to it. But, you know, when I was in Croatia, I was 1 hour drive away from my family. Here it's a 3-hour flight and no days off. So it's difficult in the sense that I miss my family, I miss my friends, I miss my home, but it's our job. We cannot stay all our life in one club, in our home. Okay, some guys, for them, this is their career path, but I want something bigger and I want to show that I can do it.
Correct. The life of a footballer is a difficult life, very unknown at times.
Yeah.
Did you always know that you want to be a professional player?
Yeah, I started. Since I was a baby, my father put me on the school playground, and I was shooting to him, then he was shooting to me, and with 5 I started academy football. Even it was at that time was not. I couldn't register, but they put me just to train and play with the older kids. So since I was 5 years old, I'm playing academy football.
Mm-hmm. And in Croatian football, the last years has evolved a lot. I mean, in a sense, because you had a lot of you had one presence in the World Cup a few years ago in the final, and if I'm not mistaken, one European or World Cup competition you went to the semi-finals. So in terms of national team and the championship in the Croatian league, what differences did you see in the trainings when you came here in Cyprus? How did it differ in terms of intensity? Did anything surprise you? And you are a young player still.
Yeah.
How do you see the mentality here in Croatia, and how does it differ when developing a young player or creating winning championship teams?
Yeah. First of all, I want to touch on the subject where you spoke about national team. I think this doesn't really correlate with the Croatian league, because for me, the Croatian league in quality has been going down, honestly. So even 95% of the players from the national team don't play in the Croatian league. It's all guys playing abroad. Okay. But if I compare it to Cyprus league, I think Cyprus league is definitely stronger now, which also UEFA ranking shows. I think Cyprus is 15 and Croatia 22, if I'm correct. And here are better facilities. Here it's more difficult as a young player, because you have a lot of older players, you have experienced players, you have big names, let's say, who come here not to retire, but to play their last years and enjoy the life in Cyprus. In Croatia, they push a lot young players to sell them, because clubs, they live from this, and also to push them for national team. So I believe as a young player, it's easier to be in Croatia than here. Also, I think here is a bit more relaxed. In Croatia, it's more hard work. It's push, run. Here, it's the whole island is siga, let's say,
Yes.
Everybody, okay, of course, we work hard, we are professionals, but it's definitely more relaxed than in Croatia.
Okay, is the mentality of the people in general in Croatia?
Yeah,
that is more hard-working society.
We are relaxed people, but we are hardworking. When it's time to work, it's work, and when it's serious. But we know when to have fun and when to enjoy.
Okay. How did the players of Aris, when you first arrive here as a young goalkeeper, nobody really knows you, how did they welcome you, the older guys in the team, and how were the first 2-3 months actually training? No,
the team there was really good. We had a lot of older experienced guys. I had 2 Serbian teammates as well, which spoke pretty much the same language, so I was very close to them. The guys really treated me amazing. I cannot say anything, from the goalkeeper coach, from the players, from the coaches. I think I had a good relationship with everybody. It was difficult because I was not playing so much. My first season, I played 6 games, if I'm correct, sorry. But
did you expect those 6 games?
Yeah, because the season I came from, the agreement with the club was I will play all the cup, which I did, and I will play in the championship when Vana is injured or we have some maybe less important game or something. And it was like this, the first season.
I asked you this because many people view the goalkeeper as a kind of separate entity from the other players. They train by themselves. They wear different shirts. What do you have to say to those people that think that goalkeepers is separate from the players? And how do you work yourself in the group?
Yeah, for me, I always said goalkeepers is a completely different sport than football players. So it's 2 completely different things. And I can debate this with everybody. For me, the goalkeeping position is the most difficult position in all football. It's difficult in a part we are separated from the team, but we have our small group. We have always 3-4 goalkeepers and goalkeeper coach. And it's a different relationship than you have with the rest of the team, because you have head coach who's responsible for 26, 30 players, and they're a big group. But we are very close. We need to support each other. We need to have good relationship. When you make mistake, you know your guys are there to support you. But as a part of the team, if you're a good guy, if you are happy, if you make jokes, if you do your job and you're serious in trainings, I think everybody will accept you and support you. So that's not an issue.
Okay, so you would say that personality plays a bigger role than, actual performance on the pitch. It's important for a player that's in the locker room. He's a young player. He's trying to prove himself inside a group with more experienced players. He needs to have the right personality, both good mentality and a good character that can get along with people, and he's trustworthy.
Yeah, because if you're a young player in an experienced locker room and you don't behave, they will kill you. You are dead. You will never play.
Okay, well, what's a good memory that you have in Aris?
In Aris,
one favorite or a locker room funny moment that you remember just on top of your head?
Yeah, I mean there was many, because it's a really good group. We didn't have any issues with something like this. We were always joking how not me, because I was a young player, but the older guys, they're always joking like, we are too nice to you guys. We need to treat you bad, because in the old times, they treat us very bad. When we were young players, older players, they don't let you sit on the bus. They don't let you sit with them for lunch and this. But in Aris, and I think now in modern football in general, like young players and older players, they have the same, not same status, but they treat each other with respect. And especially in modern football, young players are getting a lot more opportunities. Mm-hmm. So they get higher value in the team, they play more minutes, they play more games, and automatically they get more respect from older players.
Okay, so you're slowly getting up the ladder, basically, of gaining their respect. But obviously, since you are a young goalkeeper, you are in a new country, and obviously you have the heat in the summer, and new ways, new philosophy of training. You cannot stay away, for example, from mistakes that might happen. Also during the training and during games, when you actually get the opportunity, how do you deal with these mistakes? And can you tell us a couple examples from your career that you were in a situation where you made a mistake you shouldn't make, and how did you deal with it?
No, for me, this is what separates the world-class goalkeepers from average goalkeepers. It's how you deal with the mistake. Everybody will make a mistake. Neuer made a mistake in Champions League semi-final, quarter-final. It's normal. The thing is how you react to it and how fast you come back to the game. I had this season, we played the game against Akritas. It was one of the most important games of the season for us, because we win this game, we get motivation, we fight to stay in the division, and if we lose, they're our direct opponent to get relegated. It was difficult. I received the goal from 30 meters. The ball passed through my hands, but this is what the team means, because if you watch the video back, as soon as we received the goal, was De Lucas and Chebak. They come straight to me, they give me the hand, they put the hand on my head, they say, it's okay, we continue. Mm-hmm. And what happened in the end? We turned the game with 10 players, with one guy less for 90 minutes, we win 3-1. So this is what mentality and team and support from other players does to you.
Can you give us the thoughts that you had the first 20 seconds of this mistake? That you try to catch the ball, it goes in the net. What goes through your mind, the first seconds? For
me, I was like, fuck, sorry, excuse my language, but I was like, no, I cannot do this. I had, in my opinion, amazing season until then. We were doing good at this moment, and it was a very important game for us. I saw the president on the stands shouting, supporting the team. I saw Javi, the coach, on the bench. And I was like, I did everything already. I cannot disappoint the team now, If we lose like this, it's going to be, I need to get my head back in the game to save everything, every single shot that comes now, and we will score and we will come back. But I need to do my job now to erase this.
Okay. Why do you think this happened? Did you ever go back and think about it? Like, what were your... Because usually you didn't make these mistakes. Yeah. And supposedly it's a routine save for a goalkeeper. Why do you think, what facts before led to this moment? In your opinion, of course.
I think it's a lot of different factors that come here. It's also, let's say, the weather. I cannot bail myself out on weather conditions, but this day was windy, was sunny from that side where he shoot. It's maybe I wasn't 100% like focused, because for me it was easy ball and I was like, okay, let me catch it and let me go straight to transition, see what can do. It's many factors that can affect this decision, and 1% here, 5 here, 10 here, and it ends up in catastrophe.
Yes. Okay, mistakes is part of the game, but the problem is
you just need to minimize the mistakes. Yes, this is the key.
You cannot avoid them, but it's important, like you said, how you get back to it. Yeah. How you quickly you can take the action and remove it and then go to the next action.
Yeah, this is what separates the best from the rest.
I agree. And the problem is the goalkeepers, as you go back in the pitch, one goalkeeper mistake is much more seen than an attacker's mistake.
Of
so
course.
They notice everything.
Of course, because your mistakes cause the game. You can make 10 saves and receive one goal like this, and they will kill you.
Yes.
But you can be a striker, miss 10 shots, clear chance, and then score one open goal, and you're a hero.
Yes, correct.
So your mistakes are under, how to say, like
football is unfair.
Under microscope.
Yes, correct. And what do you think makes an elite goalkeeper in 2026?
In 2026, for me, I was always saying there is no huge difference between the Champions League goalkeepers and, let's say, goalkeepers in Cyprus. So the most important thing is the head, the mentality. This is what separates everybody. From the other physical aspects that you need for modern game, I think you need to be the modern sweeper keeper. You need to come out for deep balls. You need to come out for crosses. This is very important now. You need to be good with the feet if you want to play at high level. And of course, the main part of the goalkeeping job is to stop shots. You need to be a good shot stopper. But like I said, everything is in the mentality and in your psychology. This is the most important.
Mm-hmm. You said something about playing with the feet. There's a lot of they made some studies in the last years. They noticed in 4,000, I think it was the study teams, that the touches of the goalkeeper and the time of the ball has increased significantly.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy how football is evolving and that the goalkeepers have more time on the ball, and maybe sometimes they can have as many touches as outfield players? Yeah. Do you enjoy this kind of philosophy? Are you a goalkeeper that likes to play with the feet?
Me, I love it because also I grew up in Ντιναμό Ζάγκρεμπ academy. We are a team who in Croatia, Europe, and the whole world, we are a team who has possession, So I got used to playing with the ball because the teams against us, they drop back and they defend. So you have to open them, make them press, and I have the ball more often. But this whole revolution started with Neuer in the 2010s. He was the one who revolutionized football. That's why for me is by far the greatest goalkeeper of all time. And the most important thing about the goalkeeper who's playing with the feet is you need to have an organized team. Because even if you put Neuer in a team who doesn't need a goalkeeper who play with the ball and the team is not organized and not in the places they're supposed to be, if you don't have the pockets and spaces where you need to pass, it's impossible. You can just give a long ball and forget.
Mm-hmm. So the efficiency of how well a goalkeeper plays with the ball is not only about his technical abilities, about how the rest of the team shapes itself inside the field. This is, many people may not understand what you are saying, because it's very important how when the ball moves to be in the correct positions in order to receive a goal. But it's nice that you can be considered as a playmaker, basically, because your actions from the back, if you can build well from the back, the way the opposition team analyzes the opponent, so in this case your team, it will be different if a goalkeeper is good with the feet. So it plays a huge role, I think.
And you help your team fight pressure, because if your team is nervous, maybe it's 0-0, you're trying to keep the score a little bit, they're doing high press on you. If a goalkeeper makes a couple of good passes to keep possession, the team starts to breathe, they keep the ball, they don't have to run so much, and you're more calm. It's important for psychology also.
Plays a huge role.
Yeah.
Huge role.
Because if you play long counter-attack, you get nervous, you get stressed. Maybe one mistake and you receive goal, and then what you're going to do? No, if you have the ball under control and you play, it's simple.
You get tired also.
Yeah, if you run, you get tired. If you have the ball, you don't get tired. You don't get tired as much.
For 90 minutes is
I wouldn't
impossible,
know, but
except if you are Bayern or Paris.
Yeah.
These teams can do it for 90 minutes. Yeah. Do you since we're talking about Paris and PSG and Bayern, and you spoke about Neuer, he's the best in your opinion? Do you study other goalkeepers? Do you go inside and see the way they play, some highlights that you can see, the way they play with the ball, the way they position themselves, so you can maybe adapt some of these routines that they make and put it in your own style?
Me personally, I only watch the big games, so Champions League, World Cup, maybe El Clasico and the derbies. So I see the best goalkeepers in the world. And when I watch the games, okay, of course, I watch to see some goals, to see some action, to see some highlights, but I'm watching the goalkeepers, how they position themselves, how they communicate, how they receive the ball, which position they take. And, I can implement this in my game. I can just think about it. I can think about it in the training. I try to do it. And if it's working for me, I use it. If it's not working, I look another goalkeeper.
Okay. So you filter what you take in your game and what to take.
Because every goalkeeper, every player is different. What works for you maybe doesn't work for me, So you need to take from everybody you take 10% and it will work out in the end.
Yes. Did you expect to have this full season in Krasava this year? First of all, tell us your feelings now. The season is over. Just the final game is over. Tell us a little bit, sum up a little bit the season for us.
Sum up the season.
Yes, because now you Aris is the team that brought you in Cyprus, but this year you have to play with a team that's fighting for relegation, different situation than Aris. And you have a full season since you came to Cyprus, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
What are your feelings now that and also to say to the camera, you finished the season with 10 clean sheets, if I'm not mistaken, and it's only second in the league, just below Fabiano Homoni.
It was like this. I didn't check after. It was like this in the last few weeks. I didn't check how the others played now because the playoffs are still going on. But it was like this.
So, a couple of weeks back. Did you expect this season to happen?
To be honest, I'm going to tell you now the whole story from beginning. I started the preseason with Aris. Was long preseason. And I had a talk with the coach. It was Coach Ratskov at the time. They didn't see me as number one option in Aris. So I was pushing a lot to go on loan because I'm a young goalkeeper. I need to show myself. I need to play. The option I had in Cyprus was Krasava. I wanted to stay in Cyprus. I needed games. And Krasava was here when I didn't have a chance to play in Aris. They gave me a chance. They believed in me. They waited for me until the last moment because when I arrived, it was 2 days before the first game against Apoel. And they put me straight
after the preseason.
After the preseason, 2 days before Apoel game. So I'm sure it was difficult for them to trust a young goalkeeper with, let's say, not so much experience. I'm thankful to them for that because I think, in my eyes, I did a very good season. I know my abilities. I bet on myself. That's why I came here, because this season could have gone very bad. Because if we lost 20, let's say, I don't want to offend anyone, but if we had a season like Paralimni and we receive a lot of goals, we lose all the games, next season I'm dead. Mm-hmm. I cannot come back to Aris. I will be difficult to find another club, but I bet on myself. I bet on the team. I spoke with some guys who were here and we decided it's the best option for me, and we believed in us that we're going to stay and we're going to do our job. And that's what happened in the end.
Mm-hmm. It's a historic season for Krasava because it's the first year they actually promoted in the first division and they managed to stay with little experience as a team. What do you think were some key ingredients that, because we had a good start and then a very bad 10 games.
8 in the league and 9 with the cup.
9 with the cup. So 9 losses in a row and you are second from the end until, 20 games in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so
pretty much.
What do you think were some key ingredients that turned this point around and we managed to stay?
For me, our group, our players, everybody has quality. We were from the bottom group. We were the team, for me, like we could finish 7th position easily. The small problem was the facilities. We didn't have everything we needed. Sometimes we needed better pitch. Sometimes we needed gym. We needed better organization. But the quality of the players and the coaching staff and the love and support we received from the presidents, from the sports director, we all became like one family. We all fought for each other. And we had two key moments that turned the season around, in my personal opinion. We had the game against Paralymni, where we had 7 points after 14 games, and we won 1-0 with the last minute penalty save.
Yes.
For me, if we lost this game, this would be the 10th loss in a row, and mentally we would be, even then was difficult. But and the second game was the game we spoke about.
You remember the feelings before the penalty?
Me, in my head, was like, it was last second of the game.
Last second of the game, you are standing against, I think it was Michalis.
Yes.
And it was 95 minutes after 9 consecutive losses, and it's basically the final chance of
to stay,
to keep this hope, this belief.
To keep even not to stay, to keep the belief, to
keep
stay.
the belief, exactly. So you are standing in front, of this guy, and it's the last minute. You're gonna save it. You keep the hope.
In my head was like now or never. I said to myself, I'm gonna save it now, because if I don't save it now, the season is lost. We're gonna play until end of the season pretty much for nothing. We're gonna be dead. We're gonna come to training. Everybody will be sad, angry. We're gonna have fights in the team. We're gonna have problems. Nobody will want to train. Nobody will want to play. It will be. You cannot even imagine how difficult this situation would be. And the second game that saved us, I think, was the game we spoke about already. It was the Akritas game, when we turned around the score with player less, and from there we just went straight up.
Yes.
And we never looked back.
I agree. Since you said about the facilities, when you have good facilities, the goalkeeper training is a little bit different than the rest. You work a lot on explosiveness, deceleration mechanics. What do you think is your most good physical quality, is the best physical quality that you have? And 2-3 things that you think that make up a good goalkeeper. Does he, for example, if his reaction or explosiveness or things like this, one quality that you think you stand out?
From the point I think I stand out is the decision making, because I'm a young goalkeeper, but I think in almost all the cases I make the right decisions and I stay in the right positions. And this is sometimes more important than actually, because with this you eliminate other threats. So if it's a cross, if you're in a good position, you will claim it. Even if you don't claim it, you will be in a good position to react if somebody shoots. Or, for example, a deep ball. If you have a good position, if you're outside the box, you can take the ball. If it's too short, you drop and you wait for him. So I think decision-making is one of the biggest qualities the goalkeeper in modern football can have, because you're not anymore just staying on the line and waiting for somebody to shoot the ball straight to you. And as far as other qualities, I think reaction and explosiveness, like you said, it's a must for a goalkeeper, especially the guys who are maybe less tall, or they need to cover more space, so they need to be more explosive.
Okay. What do you think stands you out in terms of technical ability?
Technical, honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not the... If you watch me, you're not going to see some beautiful technique or amazing. It doesn't maybe look so aesthetic, but this is how football is. For me, if you watch Manuel Neuer, also is not the most amazing technique, but he does the job. It's from my... I don't know, to be honest, what I would separate from my technical abilities. I don't think it's... I do the job, but maybe it's not so aesthetic for somebody. But in the end, I do everything what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think to develop these traits, the physical that we spoke before, how important is to be in the gym as a goalkeeper?
It's a must. It's a must. Two times per week minimum. You need to work on your coordination. You need to work on the side steps, to push, to be explosive, and you need to turn speed into power and power into speed.
What do you think? How was your schedule during the season in terms of going to the gym? This
season was a bit difficult because we didn't have always gym available whenever we wanted it 24/7. So I was going, let's say -4. I was going to gym before or after training.
-4, just to clear that.
It's 4 days before match day,
okay.
for people who don't know. And we would do goalkeepers. We would do gym. We would do power. Mm-hmm. And then when we go to goalkeeper training, we would apply to plyometric, to jumps, to speed, to use this what we built in the gym to use it.
Okay. What does your routine? You train in the mornings this year. how was your morning routine before trainings? Usually, what do you do as an athlete? Because you are an athlete, and obviously your nutrition has to be on point most of the times at least. You need to have energy before training. You have to wake up. I don't know if you have a specific routine or if you do something before you take your coffee or something, but walk us through it a little bit.
It's pretty much the same every day. It's morning training, so I wake up about 1.5 hours before I have to arrive. I have a quick cold shower. I brush my teeth. If I have enough time and if I'm motivated enough, I make myself breakfast. It's always eggs, just different variations.
Wait, let's go back first. First thing you do in the morning?
Cold shower.
First thing?
First thing, when I open my eyes.
You open?
I open my eyes and straight into a cold shower.
Really?
Yeah, it wakes me up.
I think it's a very good...
I mean...
Very good tactic.
Yeah, you're not dizzy, you're not sleepy, you're ready.
The winter also?
You're ready. In the winter also.
Okay.
And you're ready for the day after.
It's very good tactic.
Try it.
No, I tried it sometimes. I mean, during the winter, of course, it's very difficult. But after the training, when we used to make, to be honest, I used to start with hot water and then finish with the cold. So I get the benefits, because at the end of the day, using cold water actually makes your body start to warm up. Yeah. So maybe it's better during the winter for you. But every day as a routine, I don't make it. So
you should try. Try a few days and see. It wakes up the body.
It's good to make a habit of it, especially now that the season is over. I would try it. I would try it. And then you make breakfast just eggs?
Eggs with sourdough bread, and I put some cream cheese, and I found salmon or something, depends on the day. If not, I pick up some fast, either chia pudding or some oatmeal on the way. I take my coffee, and I come straight to training. What coffee? Ice latte. I'm not fully Cypriot, no Freddo espresso for me.
Not yet.
Not yet. Only 3 years I'm here, and I still don't drink Freddo espresso. Slowly.
But you have to start exposing yourself to it.
Yes, maybe this is the key.
In Croatia,
no Freddo espresso.
They love coffee though.
They love coffee, but hot coffee. Everybody hot
espresso,
coffee.
For example, cappuccino.
Macchiato, cappuccino, espresso, depends, but nobody drinks iced coffee so much.
Freddo espresso is key.
Yeah, maybe I need to import to Croatia. Maybe we can make some money.
If you bring Greek Freddo espresso in Croatia, it will go viral.
We can try.
My opinion.
In summer.
I invest some money. Which I don't. But anyway. Yes, so my thoughts were we were talking about your routine. Yeah. After the breakfast, you go to the pitch. Do you go to make some activation like most players do? Yeah. How long before do you arrive to the pitch?
I arrived to the stadium about 45 minutes to 1 hour before training starts. I'll be honest with you, depending on the day, I make activation because, if I'm in a team that has full facilities, full gym, I will make every day. But this year, I was doing, let's say, -4 and -3 before the difficult trainings. I was doing activation for my adductors, hamstrings, depends what we were doing that day, from crosses or 1-against-1. So I need to be ready to
How does it differ the way that you activate yourself according to the demands of the session?
It depends what we are going to do, because if you have a 1-against-1 session, I need to prepare my adductors, I need to prepare my hamstrings, because I do a lot of stretching, I do a lot of fast and rapid movements, opening the body, and if you do something and you're not warm, it snaps like this. It's very easy to get injured in this moment, so I need to warm them up.
Warm up is the key. Is the key, but I mean, psychologically, players, if you could have them go inside already and start the training, they will do it. But warm up is extremely important.
You need to make it the part of your routine, and if you do this, then you get used to it. If not, then it feels like an extra job to do. Yes. But warm up is not, I wouldn't consider it training. It's just 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on the day, just to get the body ready and started.
Mm-hmm. And after the training, when the training finishes, what do you do? What are your best tools that you use for recovery that work for you personally? Massage, sauna, and cryotherapy. That's the 3, and you don't need anything else besides it. This is
the 3 most important things that I named, but this is the key. And the most important recovery is good sleep, but this is after training.
I really, really like that you said that in the end.
Yeah.
You added an important, because after I asked you about something, I was gonna mention it, but first I wanted to go, before we talk about sleep, I wanted to talk about sauna and cold plunge. You said you use both.
Yeah.
In when during your day, and do you do it maybe
mix? Yeah.
Okay.
Do 3 sessions of.
Tell us how you use them.
Usually I do it after difficult trainings because you need to recover fast. If it's possible, I would do it straight after training or as soon as possible. I would go, let's say 10 minutes sauna, 3 minutes cold plunge, 10 minutes sauna, 3 or 5 minutes cold plunge. I would do sessions like this. Or recently I started going to cryo sauna as well. It's 3 to 5 minutes at minus 120 degrees.
Cryotherapy?
Yeah, cryotherapy.
Okay. How was the experience? Because I never tried.
I like it a lot. Okay, it's freezing. You need gloves, you need mittens, you need this to cover your ears, but I love it. It feels really good.
Okay. And the sauna, how many days before the game do you stop using it?
-3 is the last day I would do it.
Okay.
I think because after you lose a lot of liquids, you feel tired, you feel heavy. So 2 days before the game, you shouldn't really use it. In my opinion,
if they ask me, I would say the same.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's like this.
No, I think you're pretty close to the correct time, because -2 and -1, you lose a lot of minerals, and it's not good for you to have it. But to talk also about the cold plunge, I would say what you said about recovering faster is true. It depends what kind of adaptations you want to get out of your player. When you have a player that is having a full season, he gets his loads in the game. You need to have him fresh for the game. Then cold plunge is a good tool because it can recover you quickly. Now, when you have a younger player that you want to build adaptation through training because you are developing the person, he can use it, sometimes, but during hard trainings, it's recommended not to use it. So
especially
your body,
in pre-season, maybe also.
Yes, I was gonna add that as well. You added this very correctly, that in pre-season, you want to get these adaptations. You need to let yourself suffer a little bit. You have the.
I suffered a lot.
Yes.
I suffered enough.
I'm sure.
I'm joking.
I'm sure. Hey, pre-season is the hardest part in the season physically. So you need to let the adaptations, like we were saying before. Do you like pre-season? Or
I think nobody will tell you they like pre-season.
Yeah,
it's a part of the job that you must do. But if somebody tells you they like or love pre-season, I don't believe them, honestly.
It's gotta be a lie.
It's the best thing about pre-season is connecting with the team. You have nice memories. You're basically together for, let's say, 4, 5, 6, 8 weeks, depending on the team. You're together 24/7. Of course, you get bored of each other and annoyed. You want to kill each other in the end, but you make memories. But it's the most demanding part of the season, as you said. It's the period where you build your muscle, you build your endurance, you build your power. And this is the key to having a good season without injuries and to be ready and to play good. This is the key.
It's very difficult for a player to go 2-3 weeks away from his family.
2-3 weeks, it's okay. If they put longer, it's
even longer, since you have experience also. To be away from your family, to be inside a hotel room with specific people that you just meeting. But one good thing is that you are able to, I guess, sleep better, because you are in a schedule, and at 10 o'clock you are in the room. So what you're gonna do? Probably sleep. When you are in the normal world, many things happen. People calling you, you meet with people, you are young still, you're not married or something, but you have your wife, your kids, some players. Do you think that affects the sleeping patterns?
Yeah, of course. That's why almost all the teams who have the budget, they go before games as well. They go to hotels to sleep there, because some older players, as you said, who have wife and kids, maybe they don't sleep so good. Maybe they sleep 4 or 5 hours per day because the baby is crying, because they need to do some things around the house. And like you said about pre-season, about sleep, you're correct. And also the team, the nutritionists, they're controlling all your meals, which is, if you put somebody on a strict regime for 4, 6, 8 weeks to you control what they eat, you control how they train, and you control how they sleep. You can build in this time amazing results.
Exactly.
You
You are ticking a lot of boxes in terms of detailing
everything.
And having
You're doing everything.
The players, yes, in the physical preparation. But you personally, do you track sleep, or have you ever been in a team that tracks sleep for the players?
We had last year in Aris, the owner bought for everybody the Whoop bracelets, and we were all using them for our...
You all had one?
Yeah, we had the customized engraved one with the team logo and everything.
I have to pay my subscription.
So we had one group, and they were tracking our sleep and how much train we do during training and things like this. Me personally, I don't track my own sleep. I know when I feel rested. I know how much sleep I need. I know my body. I've been living in it for 23 years. So I know how I feel, how my body feels, and what time I need to go to sleep and what time I need to wake up to feel good. And I know what I need to perform and what I don't need. I don't need one gadget to tell me, but of course it's a useful thing for sure.
Usually, how many hours do you get per night?
I try to do 8 every night.
8 every night. I think is a spot on.
Yeah.
Okay,
if I take one day 6, maybe I will take 9 tomorrow.
Okay, when you go out sometimes,
maybe some guys may know.
Come on. It's okay, it's the camera. You can say that.
I'll tell you after.
Do you stay after training to work extra?
Okay, this season I don't stay straight after training because, as I told, we didn't have the full facilities available. But in Aris, especially when I wasn't playing for this year, I finished the training and I stay straight in the gym because I have nothing else to do. I need to spend my energy somewhere. I need to work on my body, and I know on the weekend I will not play. So I don't need to be 100%. If I'm maybe a sore little bit on game day, it's not going to affect me so much like the guys who will play. So -2, -1, they need to relax. Me, I don't need to relax. I can push myself.
Yeah, actually the load that you get during the game is maybe less than the loads that you can during the practice. I think the most mentally draining part for the keeper is mentally during the game.
Yeah. So I had one coach in Croatia. He used to tell me after games, I don't want you to have pain in the legs. I want you to have pain here. I want you to tick so much, communicate so much, and control the game that your head hurts.
Yeah. I have also a best friend of mine. He's also a goalkeeper, and when he used to tell me that he was tired after the games, I was thinking for what? But he explained to me that it's very draining.
Yeah, it's a difficult job.
You have always to be on your feet ready. You have to control the game. You have to give instructions. Always your mind is in your game.
If you play in a big team, I always said it's more difficult to play in a big team where you don't have something to do than in a small team. Because in a small team, you will have 15 actions per game and you're ready because they're always shooting. In a big team, 75 minutes, you're doing nothing. You're just speaking, controlling the game. And then one action, you need to save it. You have 1 shot per game. If you don't save it, you receive 1 goal. It's a difficult job.
Yeah, it's very different, the scenario and the preparation that you need to make when you are in the big team.
Yeah.
And the small team.
Totally different.
A smaller team, like you say. And for the goalkeeper, what's a habit that he can make to increase the probabilities of being successful? Maybe that habit is in training, something that we can make him stand out. Do you think a goalkeeper, for example, needs to work to all aspects of training, or to find some of his strengths and then trying to master them?
I think, every goalkeeper is different. As I said, some guys are missing some things. Some guys are amazing at some things. The most important for me is the games. You need to be 110% focused in the games. If you're thinking about the game, if you try to predict what the opponent is going to do, what your teammates are going to do, because sometimes my teammate has the ball, my center back. In my head, I'm already thinking, what if he loses the ball now? I have attacker here. This guy cannot cover. Okay, I will stand here because it can happen. It's football. So I'm prepared for every single situation. I think this is the key, the most important thing to be successful.
It's very interesting what you say. So you, during the game is playing, you are making scenarios in case
Even though I always make the worst scenario in my head because I'm thinking, what can happen now? I'm not going to think, my center back has the ball. He's going to pass now between the lines and we're going to score. No. First, we need to take care of what we have behind. I hope he doesn't make mistake. And if he does, I'm here to help him and to save him.
Okay. Very interesting what you say. What is your favorite save from this season?
From this season?
Yes.
I think
you actually got a couple awards for your saves, correct?
Week, yeah.
Which ones?
I get one against Apollon and one against Anorthosis. And to be honest, for me, these are not even top 10 saves this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us a couple that you...
for me, my favorite by far should be the Paralympic penalty save last second. The head against Akritas when we went 2-0 away just before the playoffs. It was very nice. The save against IL now, first post against Conceição.
Very good.
Double save against Ajax. I remember that one.
In Arena?
In the first...
first leg.
When they destroy us in the first leg. But we were holding on. But yeah, thankfully I had a lot of saves this season. I had a lot of actions and it was good for me. I had the opportunity to show myself. Even if I receive some goals, maybe I receive 2, I will save 10, So...
You can actually
show
have
something.
A portfolio of saves.
After I can make highlights of the season.
It's the good thing about goalkeepers that playing in smaller teams that they don't have that pressure and they can concede 2 or 3, but they make 10 and suddenly people are starting to look at them. But it's what you said before. There you have one shot. If you don't save it,
you're the problem.
Yes,
you're the problem.
He cannot save nothing. For example.
Look, this guy, 1 shoot, 1 goal.
Yes, exactly. The best save of your career.
Best save of my career. This is a good question. I have one save with national team. I think it was under 19 against Czech Republic. Was a free kick from 18 meters. It was top corner. I make cross step and I catch the ball. I don't even take it out. I catch it.
And you go to the counter also.
No, I stay down. I relax. I wait for
everybody go at you.
I wait for the camera to replay the save and then I start to play.
Wait for the teammates to say congratulations and all that. Leave them.
My center backs.
What's a moment? What's a save then that you could, if you could relive it, you would go back in time and live it one more time?
It's a good question. I'm thinking of some important saves then. Because this season for me was my first full season here. So like I said already, for me the key moment and key save of this season was this Paralympic game. So this moment after was amazing. All the team, they came to me, we celebrate together. The coach came to me. It was like, at this moment you are the hero of the club. You did something for them and in the end, it turned out it was the thing to stay in the league. Mm-hmm.
It's a big moment.
Yeah.
And this is where you need big players.
Yeah.
And it's one moment that make the whole season turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was this moment. I remember that it was very special because for 9 consecutive weeks, it was really like dark around the team because when you lose, obviously the environment is not well.
We come to training, everybody is angry, nobody wants to speak to each other.
Yes.
Nobody wants to leave. And if coach wants to say something, nobody wants to listen,
No.
You just want to finish the training and go home and pray on the weekend you win against somebody so you can celebrate, you can have positive thoughts.
Exactly. It was that moment and I hadn't seen it in a long time. So it was a bit special. Yes, I agree for that season. How many penalties you saved this year?
4, I think.
4 penalties?
I think 4, yeah.
Okay.
But we had a lot, so it's not... It seems like a lot of saves, 4, but if you compare...
Still, it's like one-on-one against the keeper. It's not easy to save a penalty. Yeah. But you prepare against the teams. I know with your goalkeeper coach...
We make analysis before every game. We have videos of, let's say, last 5 to 10 penalties from every player who shot in that club. But the players, they also know this. I spoke with, against Isle, I spoke with Conceição after he shot the penalty. I asked him, why you change? Because he shoot, let's say from 8 penalties, he shoot to 7 to the side where I dive. And he said to me, I watch you also. He told me, when you move your knees a little bit here, you try to provoke me there and I shoot to the other side. And then I think, also they make analysis of us. They're not stupid. They're not kids.
Okay, so he told you that he also studied you.
Yeah.
Nice. Who was the best penalty taker?
This year?
Just in general. Tell me this year also.
This year? Okay, from I'm not saying only because it's my friend, but Milicevic, he scored 11 penalties this season.
Yes.
He missed only one. It was crossbar. Back. Yeah, not important game. I wouldn't say he's amazing at shooting penalties because he chooses a side and the goalkeeper always goes the opposite way. He doesn't wait for the goalkeeper, but he scores. I cannot say anything.
Did he miss any this season?
He missed one. He was shooting in the middle. He found the crossbar, but the game was already, was not so.
But the keeper didn't save none of his penalties.
No. He shoot against me one in the middle and one he sent me the wrong way. The first one he shoot in the middle.
Okay, he scored a lot of goals.
Yeah, as a center back, he's I think at 13 goals, 12 goals.
13. He finished with 13.
Yeah.
Wow. It's center back never happens.
Yeah, but the best penalty shot against me this season, I think, was Pikis when he shoot full power.
It was in the middle.
It was in the middle, but a little bit left. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The hardest striker that you faced this year? I mean, hardest striker maybe it's a little bit.
Okay, for me, by far the best striker this year was Maiyo, but against us he didn't have so much actions. It was everybody else besides him. But the hardest one for me personally, I think the most difficult was the game against Paphos. I think they played with 11 strikers this game. Mm-hmm. They were just coming from everywhere. We didn't know where we are. We were lost. I think
very difficult game for the team.
Wow.
How did the team bounce back after 7-0 loss?
After this game, we won how many games? 4 games in a row we won, and we went 6 games unbeaten.
Yes.
So I think this says everything. After we get let's say destroyed, for me I was like, did this really happen? I never had this in my career. I never saw this in my life. And then we go on and we win 4 games in a row and we go 6 games unbeaten to stay in the league. So I think this says a lot about the character and the mentality of the players.
Yes.
Okay, it was a difficult moment also because moments before the game, as you know, coach left. Mm-hmm. Basically in the dressing room before the game, 15 minutes before the game, the coach left. So I think the players had lost their heads a bit.
It's I didn't realize in the beginning how much of an impact can this have to a player's head, to be in the locker room and he's getting announced that you knew from before that there were rumors.
Yeah, but it's different when they tell you 5 minutes before the game and when you know some rumors,
Yes, very difficult to get in your head, but thank God. Also, when Javi left, it was difficult for the next coach who's gonna come because he was pretty successful.
Yeah,
and Rosada and Miguel, to be there. But then Costas took over.
Now, when we take a look, Costas was more successful than all of them.
It seems like he collected the most points
easily. Even before when he took over after Janevski left, we played 3 games with him. We lost to Paphos last second of the game. We won against Paralimni and we drew in Kasapia against Apoel. 0-0.
I remember the 0-0 was very important also.
And me personally, I think I make the most clean sheets with Costas, if I'm not mistaken. I think we played very compact in defense. This was the key. We didn't receive many goals. Okay, maybe in attack, sometimes we didn't have so many ideas, but we always scored. And in the end, the result shows it because he took so many points. Basically, he kept us in the league. When you look with
the 6 games there that we had for consecutive wins.
Of course, this was the most important period of the season. End of the season, you're playing all against your rivals, exactly. Yeah, and you are all games. You can lose, you can win, you can draw. It's all 50-50 games.
Yes.
You never know what can happen, and we won all of them. And in the end, even if we won, let's say 1 less, or we drew 2, we would be in problems. But we won all.
We won all of them. Some in the last minutes also.
Yeah. Because this was cash back from the first part of the season. How many games we lost? 90+8, 97.
How the mentality changed.
Everything comes back.
Everything comes back.
And I prefer we started bad like we did and finish amazing because other teams, they started good and 10 games before the playoffs, they just started teams like Aachen, I think they lost also 10 games in a row. Olympiacos had a very, very bad stretch. Akritos had a very bad stretch. Aradipu, they start the playoffs as first position and they almost go down. Mm-hmm. So we became, let's say, a good team at the best and the most important moment.
The stats don't lie, and it shows that the peak season for Krasava this season was the last part of the season. A lot of things play the role, and I mean, we are thankful that it came this way and Krasava stayed in the division.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
very important.
The thing that helped us also in the end of the season. I think other teams, they get tired. We, first of all, we didn't have any injuries except for Quintilia, who got injured in pre-season. During the season, we didn't have any injuries. I think our fitness coach did a very good job.
Who is he?
Who is he? I don't know.
This person.
It's we were not tired. I think we outran every team we played against. We were running non-stop, and we had a big bench. You know, we had players to come inside.
That's true.
If somebody comes out, an equally good players comes in.
It's the activation, I think.
I think yes.
It was the key.
Or because we didn't do so much gym, everybody was fresh for the games.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason. Or we train next to a church in
Yes,
in Erimi.
because-
So maybe God helped us a little bit.
Not
as well.
maybe, for sure. This season was a miracle.
Yes.
How we started, this was not only us. Somebody else had fingers.
Sure, God has something
Yes,
to do with
yes.
this for sure. But yes, I mean, at the end of the day, it was a very difficult season that came in success.
Yeah, but for
After
me,
a very bad start.
it's incredible that we didn't have any seasons, any injuries, sorry. It's for how many? 36 games, 35 games over a 11, 10-month period. It's in the conditions we trained, on the pitches we trained, it's a nice stat.
Your relationship with the teammates inside the club this year, how did it play a role? Who was your funniest teammate?
My funniest?
Yes.
Oh, for me, Trojic, for sure. This guy is too funny. But I'm a kind of person, I have good relationship with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Me, you will not, we had some fights in the team, but you will never see me in this fight. Me,
Yes.
I'm on the side, I'm good with you, I'm good with him. If I don't like you, I will still be good with you. We can speak normal, but we will not go out for coffee or lunch. But I had a really good relation with everybody. I think with Isam, I was every day together. We finish training, we go to brunch, we finish brunch, we go to play video games, we finish video games, we go to his house, we play cards, we always did something, we traveled. Yes. So yeah, but I had a really good relationship with everybody, I cannot say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you, funniest, you said Trojic?
Oh, for sure. Also, we speak the same language, so...
Yeah, maybe you have some insight as well,
yeah.
and people cannot hear. Okay, on you are a young player, like we said before, but you had minutes and you played in the team, which gives you like a place in the hierarchy more in the table. What role do you think you played personally inside the locker room to make sure that this season was a success?
Yeah, I think even though I'm a young player, I had an important role in this team. I did my job on and off the pitch to stay in the league, to do our goal. I think the players, they accepted me as one of their own from the first day, and because I treated all of them good and with respect, they all respected me. And even on my bad days, let's say, even with mistakes, nobody ever complained, nobody ever said, this guy came from Aris, he must play, this guy is not good, let's change him. They always treated me amazing, and in the end of the day, they were thankful to me. For me, it's amazing when a player comes to me and says, we stayed in division because of you. I will never say this, but it's nice when somebody says it to you, that appreciates you.
Yes, of course. I mean, you played a huge role. Of course, you're a big part of the success this year. And it's important to have a goalkeeper that he's also a strong personality inside the locker room. He does not create problems. Also inside the pitch, and in big moments can step up and become like what the club takes him to become in the big moments. So it's great for you, and you deserve it because they deserve, you earn it. You said they treated you well. Yes, they did. A lot of them, they are very good guys, but I think the respect, you earn it, and you managed to do it with your playing and your personality,
because respect is earned, it's not given. So
exactly. Tell us then a funny story that happened this year in the locker room, for example.
For me, by far, the favorite part of this season was the trip to Athens, the friendly game against AEK Athens. Oh my God! when they notify us that we are flying to Athens to play the friendly game.
How did it happen? Can you take us?
So it was, I think, Friday night. So it's Friday night. Tomorrow evening we play Aradipu, and straight after Aradipu game we fly like 6 a.m. Sunday. We go to Athens. And in the group chat, we was like, No, they must be joking. They cannot tell us 24 hours before that. You know, some guys have families. Maybe you need to take your children to school, to kindergarten. Maybe you plan something. For me, it was okay. This weekend was my birthday as well. And I was thinking, okay, I'm going to make my birthday in Athens. So we finished the game against Saradipu. The guys who play 90 minutes, they were dead. Most of the guys, I think, after they play, they don't sleep. It's difficult to sleep from the adrenaline and from overthinking and tiredness. So they came straight to the airport. We get on this plane and, oh my God, so many stories from this trip. We enjoyed a lot, really. Even we went out, we had dinners together, you know, but the friendly game was the least of our worries in Athens.
How was the experience?
No, it was okay.
To play against them.
Yeah, AEK is a big team. They were champions of Greece at this moment. They played almost first 11 because they didn't have the game that weekend, so they needed to take minutes.
Stay in shape.
It was a nice experience. There's big players there. You know, you can change a t-shirt with somebody. You can make new friends maybe, you know. And the stadium is amazing. It's a really
but
nice
this small percentage of the whole experience. The rest was also...
The rest was even better.
It was also very nice.
It was very nice. Yeah, I love Athens.
I'm sure. What would you do if, for example, you are a football player, you remember yourself playing football since, young age. If let's say football disappeared tomorrow, what would you do? What would Mislav do?
Because me, I never thought this way, because in my head, I was always going to be a football player. I didn't want to tell myself, I didn't want to make a plan B, because if you make a plan B, you don't believe in yourself, in my head. Of course, you need to be ready. I finished high school, I started university, I did everything, but in my head, I'm a football player. But if football disappeared, I don't know, maybe paddle player.
You like paddle? You play?
Yeah, I play. Or a streamer. I like video games as well.
We didn't manage to go one day.
Yeah,
when you come back, we have to go. For paddle for sure. Video games I don't play. What do you?
Oh, me and Isam, we play Warzone.
With the microphone,
with everything. If I show you my setup now, you think I'm a professional streamer.
Really?
Yeah.
Fortnite a lot?
No. When I was kid. What was this? Prime Fortnite was 2018.
Yes.
Yeah, I was 15. So,
you were 15 when you first came out?
Yeah, I think.
Fortnite is very old. I thought it was
No, it was. I think during COVID was peak, like just before COVID was
is it that good? You know, but
the thing is, you know, we were all in lockdown. I was a kid. I don't know how old I was, and all my friends, we couldn't go anywhere. So what you're gonna do? We're gonna go online. We can still speak to each other, and we find one game to play. At the moment, this was the best game, and everybody was playing it. You always had somebody to play with, and this is how you kill time during lockdown.
So you think you would become professional?
For sure.
Streamer?
For sure. Either this or paddle, or both. This is, I can do this part.
You can do this part. You make money of both. Yes.
Easy.
Yeah, it's a good living if you get from both sides.
Yeah, and I love it. So it's, you know, I would say you need to do what you love.
Exactly.
Like football. Football doesn't
you were going to practice also a lot of hours.
Exactly.
So it will be good.
Like I said about football for me isn't a job. Yes, I live from it. I get paid from it, but I don't consider it a job. I do something I love. And that's why it's the best job in the world.
Very important. Very important. What is the best advice that you ever received, both in football and in life? If you have something,
I think it's something my father always said to me. It's when things are good, don't fly too high, don't get arrogant, and when things are bad, don't put your head down, just continue working. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, when it's good, don't fly, and when it's not doing good, just stay on the ground
to stay humble.
Yeah,
all the time. Okay. Even when you have success or failure?
Doesn't matter. You always stay the same. Don't treat people different just because you did something or you didn't do something, or don't be ashamed if you didn't do something. You do you, but always stay humble and stay normal, stay available, be nice to people, be kind, you know. Mm-hmm. It's important.
And in football?
In football?
Something that some coach said to you and changed the way you see the game.
Yeah.
If you have something.
I think maybe it's a little bit cliche, but how you train is how you play. How you treat your body is how your body is going to treat you. Maybe now you're not serious at 23 years old, but your body is going to send you the bill when you're 33. And then you're going to think like, oh, my friends are playing until 40 and me, I cannot anymore. Me, I feel heavy, I have pain everywhere. You need to take care of your body. And if you want to play good on the weekend, you cannot 5 days in the training schedule. You can, I'm going to train 50% today, and on the game, I'm going to play full. No, it doesn't work like this. It doesn't work like this.
But goalkeepers they mature very late, meaning that they can play until
40 even.
40,
we had some examples this year with Ochoa.
Yes, and Buffon when he used to play. I mean, generally, a lot of keepers peak in their later ages as well.
That's why,
Simmanuel Neuer also. How far do you think you are from the best version of yourself?
Yeah, for me, I think this is just the beginning, because even now I'm the youngest goalkeeper in the league. I played this whole season as a 22-year-old, and this is a young age for a goalkeeper, I think, in first division. So I'm happy for the opportunity I get. I think and I hope I will play as much as I can. If I can play at 45, I will play at 45, because after I will have nothing else to do, you know.
But then streamer.
Yeah, then streamer. But yeah, I think my best age is going to be around 29, 30, 31 as a lot of the goalkeepers. So let's see. I hope I stay healthy until then. And
stay healthy is the most important. So we have a lot to see from Mislav Zandor. Yes.
Exactly.
Zandor.
Zandor.
Yes. In your career, what are your long-term ambitions in life?
For me, first is to play Croatian national team, because I played all the youth national teams from under 14 to under 21. I was captain for a lot of them as well. I won that senior call-up. I want to wear that jersey. I want to play World Cup with Croatia. I want to win it. Maybe it's not realistic, but why not? We finished second and third already in the last two World Cup.
Why not?
And yeah, besides that, I want to be the best version of myself that I can be. I don't want to look back in 15 years and say, oh my God, I could have done this. I could have played there. Why didn't I work hard enough? Or why didn't I take care of myself? I could have done so much more. I think this would be like very difficult for me to look back and say to myself, I could have done more, but I didn't. You know, I didn't use my whole potential.
You consider hard work a big part of this journey of completing your ambition.
Yeah. You must work on yourself always.
I wish for you to see you one day in the national team.
Maybe I take you with me. We need one
physical coach.
Yeah, physical coach.
Why not? or I can just sit in the boxes. It's okay with me.
It's okay for you.
Yes, for World Cup for sure. Maybe next World Cup. Why not? Yes, no one would. Last thing I'm gonna ask you, because I ask all the people that come here in the podcast, what is your, maybe this is private for you, but how does and did your faith in God help shape you as a person, and then as a footballer, and how does it what does it mean to your life?
Yeah, I mean, it's an important aspect of my life, because if you believe in God, if you believe in the Bible, you believe to be a good person, and you believe in hard work. You believe that if you do something good will come back to you. So if I'm working hard, if I treat you good, if I treat everybody good will come back to me. So, you know, in things like this, if you have faith, if you believe in God, I think there's nothing bad that can go wrong, you know?
Perfect. Mislav, I would like to thank you again for being here, to accept the invitation. It was a pleasure for us to have you here. I wish you all the best in your career, of course, and in your life in general.
Thank you for having me, and I hope I see you again soon.